Starting. Hey, replay viewers, how are we doing today? It's Chris Jordan. Come on, man. Come on. Just fail. Just fail. Start the scope over. Come on. What is the problem? Come on. You gotta be kidding me, guys. You gotta be kidding me. Just a miserable failure. Hey, thank you so much, Sandy. Hi. Thanks for checking in. I do appreciate that today. I'm a little technically challenged this morning. This evening. I got a quick scope for you guys today. Vegetable Strong, episode 11. Aloha. It's always so wonderful to actually see you. So let me get it up to our part, right? Here you go. Beautiful. Now we can start the show. Been rearranger. All right, now I'm in the room. Chris Jordan, Vegetable Strong. Woo, nice to see you. This is really week 11. You'd think I would have my stuff in order, and man, do I really need a haircut. And I need to wash the shirt because the neck is stretching out. All kinds of problems that we have. So, get up, get up, get up now. All right, thank you so much. And I invited followers. Thank you, Chris Jordan, for inviting followers. So, welcome, replay viewers, Twitter, internet, and Periscope. It's Chris Jordan. I'm helping to change the world by empowering others through positive engagement. Thank you for sharing, Sandy. I really appreciate that. If you're new to my scopes, I'm Chris Jordan, your New York Employees Benefit Consultant, further design glass specialist. I surf, I do weddings your way, and I'm a Periscope enthusiast, most importantly. Hey, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate that. So I'm glad you stopped by tonight, guys. This is my last scheduled show on I Am a Brand for the past 9 weeks at 8:30 on Wednesday nights. I've been doing a show, Vegetable Strong. Hey, thank you, Alexis, for joining in. I appreciate that. Vegetable Strong has been a weekly show focused on giving you some healthy and fitness tips on helping you to achieve your fitness goal. Hey, Alexis, thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate that. So here's the disclaimer, I'm not a nutritional counselor. I'm just a regular guy who now lost 86 pounds. Oh yeah, hit the scale this week, down 86 pounds. 21 pounds over the past 3 months thanks to your support. I really appreciate that. And just a little bit of accountability and lots of exercise. And of course, vegetables. Lots and lots of vegetables. There's a nice yellow tomato. Fantastic, exactly. Woo, vegetables. So I'm not a nutritional counselor. I'm just a guy that, with the help of a nutritionist, lost these 86 pounds, and I'm on my way to working towards 100, and maybe even further. But it's about not only losing 100 pounds, but becoming 100% my best self. So thank you guys so much. So throughout my journey, this is a review show, so throughout my journey over the past 9 weeks, I had some great aspirations. If you guys remember, the first couple weeks of this show was hour-long show, which is impossible to watch. I love your guys' scopes. I can't watch an hour. That's impossible. So for me to ask you guys to watch an hour was just impossible. So I appreciate your patience, but the reason the shows were so long is I was so excited and want to give some back to you. We're going to have some audience participation in 1 second. I thank you so much for hanging in there, guys. So throughout our journey over the past 9 weeks, I appreciate your patience. And so the one thing that I try to do is give you guys great information and to share my passion and excitement that I have for vegetables and eating healthy. So the topics we're going to cover, which are vitally important to my success, have been focus on mindset, get in your exercise, eat in balance, find a support system. But before that, I just want to briefly tell you guys about this logo and this channel and I Am a Brand. What is I Am a Brand about? I Am a Brand is a community. It's an online community of movers and doers. Thank you very much, Sandy. And it's a great place for you to fuel what drives your dreams. The best part about I like about this community is it's a diverse community. There's people from all kinds of backgrounds, all kinds of careers, and the common thing is that they are trying to expand themselves, and the I'm a Brand community is a safe place for you to express ideas without fear of being judgment. You know, I have my own group, which is hashtag Working Towards 100, a private Facebook group, helping you support your health and fitness needs. And that's a single-focused kind of group, and so it's kind of easy to attain. With I'm a Brand, we have so many different topics. We talk about live stream, we talk about international business, talk about the arts, we talk about exercise, so all different kinds of things there. It's a great place. So I was looking for some more positivity, and one day I strolled across and found Jamila, and got involved with the community, and it's great, guys. So check it out, iamabrand.co. Great information there, a wonderful place. And check back on this channel. Hey, Tessa, check back on this channel, iamabrand.co. Although this is my last show, scheduled show, Wednesday nights at 8:30, Vegetable Strong, there are other shows throughout the week, and imabrand.co in the community section, you can see the schedule of broadcasters, and I believe that's going to be updated for September with some brand new shows, and it's a great way. And if you're looking for a place maybe to expand your audience, by joining I'm a Brand, you'll have the opportunity to broadcast on this channel also. So that's it with the commercials. So let's get to the good part, the nitty-gritty. Focus on mindset, and mindset was the topic of our last scope on Wednesday night for I'm a Brand. I did. Thank you very much. This is what I appreciate, the interaction. Thank you very much, Alexis. I'm just preaching, talking like nobody's there. You're making a video, you're talking live. So yes, I did have vegetables, but I was like most normal people. I was very carb focused. And so no, I know not. Just on this channel, Sandy, I'm going to keep broadcasting under my at City Island Chris handle, unless Jamila wants me to do something else. I think maybe live broadcasting tips, kind of like what Ryan used to do, would be kind of good on this channel for a lot of new people, because I found so much confidence and everything else you get from live broadcasting, and that would be great for other people. But getting back to the vegetables, is I was a very carb centric person. I would eat vegetables, but I wouldn't seek them out. I would have salads, but I was someone that would get up in the morning and have a 32-ounce Gatorade, bagels, and all kinds of those things, and that's what helped me get to the stage of having diabetes, but it also helped me have that habits, for relying on that quick, simple solution, the McDonald's, the Burger Kings, and that type of thing. And so eating healthy is a challenge because it takes some time and it does take focus. See, what happened with me is that I was so afraid that I was diagnosed that I would not be able to eat things. And so although vegetables do have carbs, in my own mind at the time when I started my diet, remember, my goal is to get you from the pizza and beer like I was doing to get into starting to eat healthy. If you want to go from here forward, you could find a health coach and any of those other things. But I did like vegetables, I just didn't centrally focus on them. So now every meal starts with half vegetables. So focus on mindset. So what really led to my success, guys, and we talked about this last week, is that you have to change your mindset. You have to, instead of making your journey of eating healthy and getting fit a chore, you have to make it a passion. And once it makes it a passion, you take enjoyment in it and you want to actually succeed. Thank you so much for the hearts. I do appreciate that. So as I go further along my Periscope journey, I'm learning a lot about myself and others and the things that we reviewed last week. What new vegetables did I have during the journey? Great question, Alexis. So what happened is that I started swimming as doing some exercise after being diagnosed with diabetes within the first 6 months. I'd met someone in the pool that said, hey, looks like you're trying to get into fit and exercise. Why don't you come and learn about a vegetable co-op? And a vegetable co-op is a partnership with a farm where I prepay my vegetables within a local community, and I get anywhere from $20 to $40 worth of organic vegetables. And so by participating in the co-op after being diagnosed with diabetes 4 years ago, that started giving me vegetables. But you can imagine that someone that didn't eat vegetables on a regular basis all of a sudden is like overwhelmed with the amount of vegetables, not only the sheer volume, but the different types. I mean, I tell the story all the time on my own channel, and that is that, I had bok choy, making a little piece in Chinese food before joining the co-op, or I never even had Swiss chard. I had the bad beets that you have at Thanksgiving from a can. I never had any of these real vegetables. And so the first couple of years, sure, it took me to eat these vegetables, to consume them with a little garlic and hey, Veronica, with a little garlic and olive oil to add some taste. But slowly, after eating them over the years now, most of the stuff I prefer raw. Bok choy and apples is one of my most favorite, hi sweetie, one of my most favorite snacks out there. And and I only would have gotten that exposure with being the diagnosis, and more importantly, getting the vegetables from the co-op. And so it's $20 a week. It sounds like a lot. You are getting $20 to $40 worth of organic vegetables. But what happens is that, yeah, it is awesome, and you should look in your local area. You can Google community supported agriculture. I have been putting links on my website, vegetablepeople.com, later today for the local New York area. But I believe there's a national search engine where you just put in community supported agriculture, and you'll find local farm programs where my money actually goes 2 hours to a farm upstate. And actually, one of the things that we're considering doing next weekend is that for Labor Day weekend, they have Visit the Farm Day. So if we do visit the farm, that will be a scope. I will promise that if we do go to the farm, so you can see, we can actually meet the farmer and get the experience. And so, again, I made vegetables and this whole process more of a passion. And so that's what's led to my success. I get excited about vegetables. You guys get excited about vegetables. We are able to make connections because of that strong, we're all vegetable people out here, but we can make that strong connection to getting back to nature. And more importantly, one of the things The farmer's market is another great place, but what's unique about the co-op is that I volunteered on Monday night for 2 hours. I didn't have the phone. I had a problem with the phone. I just got it replaced. But anyway, so for 2 hours, people come and pick up the vegetables. I check them off the list, and it gives me an opportunity to interact with people in the community. We can talk about other community ideas. And what happens is when you're in a relationship with people that have a common goal, for us it's eating healthy and supporting the farmer, you're willing to engage people and join our community. Fantastic, exactly. Like our community, I'm a Brand. You're able to engage people from different points of view, but because you have this common goal, you give people the benefit of the doubt, and that opens up a dialogue, that opens up communication. What's happening, unfortunately, so much in our society, and I do touch upon this in the live streaming section that I've done during these past 9 weeks, is that you can get any negativity you want. You throw out, hey, jerk, you get jerk right back. And so what's happening, unfortunately, is that if you have a difference of opinion of me, you're an idiot. There's no middle ground. There's no engagement. And so the Vegetable Co-op, interacting with people, I Am a Brand, interacting with people, Livestream EDU, Ryan Roy's group on Facebook, my private group, Working Towards 100, are all ends to this mean, to communicate, to express ideas no matter how different they are. But because we have the common goal, you have the dialogue, you have the communication. So this is supposed to be a short scope, but thank you, Alexis. Keep asking questions. This is great. So we briefly touched on the on staying focused last week with the mindset, even when the needle doesn't move. And so one of the things that we touched upon is staying the same weight is an accomplishment. Don't be disturbed by that. Any weight loss is a movement in the right direction. Exercise is improving your cardiovascular system. I'm taking a lot of joy, like we just talked about, supporting others on their goals. And it's great. Nothing makes me more happier than to check in on Working Towards 100 and seeing people, or checking in I Am a Brand in the gym and seeing people's accomplishments. Hey, I just did this exercise. I just did this. Now I'm making healthy choices. Check out what I just ate, or check out this new diet book. I'm trying this. So it's a great way to share ideas. And so the last part is, in the mindset, is for me, I had to shift. Food is nutrition. Food is not a reward. And although people talk about cheat days, that makes food a reward, so I try to avoid that completely. It's not your friend. And so give me an emoji, guys. If you are someone with a positive mindset, it's your emoji of choice. I obviously always choose vegetable emojis, but any emoji you want if you're a positive person. And if you're not a positive person, please reach out to me. Reach out to me through I Am a Brand. Reach out to me through vegetablepeople.com. Reach out to me Working Towards 100. Thank you, Alexis. And let me know how I can maybe work with you to make your life a little more positive. And for me, it started with having the right mindset, defining myself before I got on Periscope to make sure that I was walking in my step, which gave me more confidence. And every time I broadcast and every new success, I get more strong and more happy and more confident. So thank you so much, guys. Okay, so the second part is positive people. So the next part is getting your exercise. So the second half of my success story is mindset is step one. Step two is getting in the exercise. And what I mean by that is what happened with me is, again, making exercise a passion rather than a chore. I started with walking. Walking was fundamental. I was walking 2.5 miles every day. And that helped me get the wheels started and the wheels moving. And eventually it did reach a plateau because my body got used to that level of exercising. And so what I did is I added other things to that over months and over years. And so what I do now, usually my daily exercise program, what happens now is that I tend to do stairs in the morning. I live in an apartment building. We have a cement stairwell. I go from the second floor to the roof. It's 100 steps, and I do that 6 to 10 times now. There was a week 2 weeks ago that I did 5 days in a row of 10 times. I mean, and it was a 90-degree temperature, so it's really, really being a beast mode, hitting beast mode, and just being determined and getting that done. But what the great benefit from the stairs, and I like to tell this all the time, is my nutritionist is like, you've been living there for 6 years, so why now? Why stairs now? And so I said that stairs can be described in 4 words. Number one is it stinks. It's horrible. It's a lot of work. You sweat like crazy, but it's effective and it's measurable. And that's why I highly recommend that. So again, find some exercise. I started with walking. I added the stairs. I started going to the gym now. I do swimming. And so it's very important that you find exercises that you like to do, and it's free, exactly. The stairs are unbelievable, but finding exercises that you like to do to keep you motivated and mixing it up. And by mixing it up, you actually will see you breaking through plateaus. Like I said, when I first started broadcasting on Periscope, I was at 307 for almost 3 years, and I've lost 21 pounds in the past couple months because of the other exercising. Well, your energy level after work. Now, you might have to adjust what you eat and when you eat, Sandy. I will tell you that one of the things I can't do is I can't eat before going to work. But I know that when I'm run down, if I have a yogurt, and generally like after exercise, let me give you an example. I went for a huge walk on Sunday. I did a walk for about 3 miles, then I did 10 flights of stairs over by the beach, so it's a much, slightly 40 steps each time. And then I actually ran on the sand for exercise, and then ended up walking the 3 miles home at the end of it. By the time I got to the store on the corner from my house, I had to get something to eat. I was completely drained of energy. And I had a yogurt, and I had a little orange juice, which I don't usually have, in water, and right away I was pepped up and I had that energy. So you might be a food timing thing. I like a yogurt, or fruit and nuts. They're both really great snacks. They have a little bit of carbs and a little bit of protein, and it's not enough to overwhelm you or get you too full, but it's enough to give you that energy. So I'd start with that. One of the things that I thought when I started dieting and exercise was like less food is completely the answer. And for me, it doesn't work that way. I have to have a veggie wrap or breakfast or even a sandwich in the morning. Then at lunchtime, at noontime, I like to have a yogurt or the fruit and nuts. 3 o'clock, I have the salad. Then after exercise, and I know this is kind of late and people don't agree with this, 9:30 is when I'm actually having my dinners. Although that's not the perfect pattern, because I'm eating the correct things, I'm eating in balance, which we'll touch on next, and I'm doing all the exercise, the weight's still coming off. And so, it's discipline. And for someone like me, I'm a single person with no, I have a job, but I mean, aside from that, I really have no obligations. And so, periscoping and starting the groups is a great way to get focused in, My biggest motivating factor here, starting the Facebook group, Working Towards 100, is Rodney Smith. In November, he declared that he was going to lose 100 pounds. He is just over 80 pounds lost now, or very close to 80 pounds lost since November. My 86 pounds is fantastic, but it's 4.5 years now. So I've never been married, no. My first car, it's like kids and wedding. There you go. I know, Sandy, you're a single mom. That's why your story touched me so much. It reminded me so much of my mother in a very positive way, because my mom did a great job on raising us, I think. So what I want you guys to do now is it's exercise shout-out time. Hey, Diana, nice to see you. Exercise shout-out time. So what I want you guys to do is give me a shout-out. Tell me what your exercise is. Oh, there you go. Alexa's a single mom, too. So, yeah, it's not easy, I understand that, a lot of guys are not very good weeding through the people. Just like with Periscope, weeding through the bad people to get to the wonderful people is not that easy, and it does take a lot of time and patience. And you're both wonderful people, and I'm sure, just like me, I'll find someone someday. But I'm comfortable with my life now, and I'm happy with my life. So we're looking for a compliment. We're not looking for a takeover, a hijacking, or worse, some sort of problem that you need to start working on someone else's life. It's crazy. So it may take us a little longer. We're not looking for perfect, obviously, but, somewhere in the middle. So, it's exercise shutout. And you work long hours. I know that. I know that's the success of your business. And as your second son gets out of high school and goes on to whatever he's going to do, and you'll see that your life will change because the time will change. What you're thinking about. You'll still worry about your kids, but you don't have to be focused on their day-to-day lives anymore. And you can start focusing more on you. But listen, just like with your first scope experience, focus on the positives. Look at all of your accomplishments. You have this great business. You're a beautiful woman, and you're stepping forward. You love to bike. You have to get back into it too. All right, there's the exercise shout out. Biking, Alexis. All right, Sandra, what is your exercise of choice? It's an exercise shout out. Mine is surfing. I have such the passion of surfing, and hope to do a scope at the beach one day. This is really funny, guys. You're welcome, Sandy. Since I've been back from Costa Rica, which I came back on June 20th, and it was a wonderful, beautiful type A experience. Just exactly went to plan in huge, huge waves. The waves were overhead, and I still have the picture here. Here you go. Here's a picture of one of the waves. The waves were just fantastic. And since I've been back, it's been completely flat. So I hope that when there's waves again, maybe next week, we'll be sharing that with you guys on Periscope, my passion. Sandra, what do you do for fun? What is your exercise of choice? Hey, Justin Pitbull, we're just exercise shout out. Woo, Costa Rica. What is your exercise? Diana, what is your exercise? Exercise shout out. Before we go to the next section, what is your exercise of choice? Like I said, mine is surfing. So because mine is surfing, I focus on doing the stairs for cardiovascular. I focus on swimming at the gym. I focus on doing walking. Also, I can get better and faster and stronger in the water. So we're going to move on to the next section. But continue to tell me what you're running, rowing, and weightlifting. All right, great. This is someone that's been getting up at 5:45 for the past 45 days and making positive changes. Thank you so much, Diana. That's fantastic. So, we started with mindset, guys. With Diana, you're an expert in. Thank you so much. Yes, started with mindset. Then we get into your exercise. You're the perfect tie-in for this. And the last part of the pyramid here, the three things that work together. It's actually 4 parts, but for 3. Swimming, Sandy. I love the swimming also. My nickname is Krista Fish. My aunt gave me as a little kid because I wouldn't get out of the water. With the vegetable people now, it's Chris Chard. Running, great. You know, even though I'm still at 284, I really, really enjoy running. But where I have to do run is 2 different places. I can run on the new temporary bridge because they have metal platforms, and every 3rd step I hit the metal platform in the middle and get a little reverb, or I can run on the beach, on the sand. Believe it or not, guys, walking on sand is impossible. Yeah, that happens. Walking on sand is impossible, but running or jogging on sand is effective and efficient. You just lower your hips, let your feet slide out where they have to, but your lowered hips will adjust for that. And it's a great way to really get in the exercise. It is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, my heart goes through the roof. And so when I went to the beach on Sunday, part of my 7-mile or 8-mile walk, I did probably 7 50-yard sprints. Yes, awesome, beast. I was sweating. It was great. So, mindset, exercise, eat in balance. For me, I focused on vegetables and eating healthy. That's what led to my success. So after being diagnosed with diabetes, after seeing a nutritionist, we said, okay, here's how to eat healthy, Chris. Here's what a carbohydrate is. Here's what a protein is. Here's what a fish is. Remember that food pyramid you learned as a kid? It's gone. We don't do the food pyramid anymore. What we do, guys, now, we do the balanced plate. Yeah, thank you so much. We do the balanced plate. And so what the balanced plate is I've simplified the process with my nutritionist. If you go to the Department of Agriculture, they get several different models on this, but mine is pure and simple. It's half vegetables, half green, leafy, non-starchy vegetables. Every meal starts off with that, sometimes more than 50%. Then we go with 50% carbohydrates and 50% lean protein. Now remember, carbohydrates are anything that's delicious. Your fruits, your cakes, your breads, your pastas, anything you really like is carbohydrates. I'm sorry, it's not the smallest thing you have to have, but you do have to have that in balance. And so eating that in balance is a great way to control how many carbs you have. It's not easy, it's a challenge. Listen, the easier thing, and the reason why so many people are out of shape, is to just go to the McDonald's and order the 2 Big Macs. Hey, loving Latina, thank you so much for coming in. The harder thing to do is to get involved with your vegetables, get involved with the co-op, get hands-on, make these recipes. One of the great things you talk about, Diana, is oftentimes is like you don't know what you're going to make till you get home. You just wrap it all up and make this great dinner out of it. That's fantastic. Hi, thank you so much for checking in on I Am a Brand. This is Vegetable Strong. We're just doing a review of the past 9 weeks on this channel, supporting your health and fitness needs. And so, I just want to run down, guys, 6 reasons why people don't have success with their health, meeting their health and fitness goals. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that for coming in. And so, what I want you to do is listen to these 6 topics. You can either write the name or the number that's corresponding to you, and maybe I can give you some suggestions on how to overcome that. Okay, so number 1, 6th reason is, maybe you're not hitting your diet and fitness goals, and this is just a review, guys, because you're excluding food items. Yes, that is a great source of magnesium. That's fantastic. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. I can't believe that. Jim is in the room. I should have the book handy, and I haven't done my review because I haven't finished the book. I'm so sorry, sir. I do appreciate it. What a wonderful, wonderful story. People need to follow. Jim is relentless. He has a wonderful, wonderful story. And you're one of the people that inspires me, Jim. I want to tell you, I had a Periscope moment today, and what a Periscope moment is, I'm such an enthusiast that when I run into people and start talking about Periscope, I usually use one of the reference, one of the success stories about someone that no longer believes the false narrative and overcame those challenges. And there's so many of those stories I hear on Periscope, and it's such a great way to engage others and make positive changes in other people's lives. And you're one of those people that are out there doing it. I really appreciate that. So, the 6 reasons why you may not have success at hitting your fitness goals. Nah, no problem, no worries, that's fine. I'm just doing a guest spot here, and I Am a Brand, week number 10. I Am a Brand, Vegetable Strong. So, number 1 is you're excluding food items. I will tell you that excluding food items doesn't work. Even after I was eating balanced, we noticed I was eating a lot amount of cheese, and so we said, okay, no more cheese. It didn't work. I craved it every meal. So what we did is we worked on limiting it. So don't eliminate things. So Give me a number 1 if excluding food items is your problem, but wait, there's more reasons. Number 2, the reason why you're not hitting your health and fitness goals is that you're going to start tomorrow. Tomorrow. Thank you, Jim. I really appreciate that. There is no tomorrow. You must start today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Start right now. Look, if you're eating right now, take a look at what you're eating. Is this a healthy choice? It's very important that you continue to make healthy choices. Okay, number 3 of 6 reasons why you may not be hitting your health and fitness goals, and I want you to give me the number at the end. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So, number 3, you perceive that you're already eating healthy. 2 burgers and fries and a Diet Coke is not healthy choices. Just because it has the word diet in it doesn't make it a healthy choice. So what happens is food diary is a great way to success. Now, I've seen these programs on the internet. I've seen these things on your flashy phones. It's really important, and what led to my success is actually handwriting out what you're eating. Do it every day for 5 days, and you really get a great understanding of what's happening. And although you perceive that you're eating healthy, you'll find that maybe you're exactly not, and you can make better choices. Exactly. Diet Coke doesn't make it okay, pal. Okay, number 4. You already perceive that you're eating healthy. We did that. Number 3. Okay, you're not prepared to eat healthy. Well, this is a great question. This is a great situation. It just came up at the place I ordered dinner from. I got a nice salad and chicken. And they said to me that, how do you not eat cookies at night? How do you avoid eating late night food? Very easy. It's called, I'm in the insurance business. It's risk avoidance. It is. Diet Coke is really bad for you. It's horrible. It's called risk avoidance. So if I know that I can't accept the challenge to be in a room alone with a bag of Oreos or a big box of Big Cheez, it's only, then I just don't do it. You know, if I have to have a craving for a cookie, I'll get the little 6-pack. And more importantly, I try to get the little 6-pack when I'm with a friend, so I don't eat them all. I'll give them 1 and have 5. So you're not prepared to eat healthy. So what happens is, right now, if we open my fridge, it's too gross to check out, but it's all fruits and vegetables now. There's no snacks. And last night, even after scoping, I was so hungry I had to leave to get something to eat because all I have is healthy choices here. So set yourself up for success by only having healthy choices in your house, and maybe you're not prepared to eat healthy is why you're not getting successful. So number 5, you set yourself up for failure. Again, this is the opposite of this, by surrounding yourself with junk food. And I know this is very difficult for you people that have the kids, because I've been to your houses. You have snacks to snacks to snacks to snacks over here, and it's wonderful, but you can't be, as the adult, eating those things. And so surrounding yourself with bad choices leads to bad choices. I mean, in the middle of the night, you're like, oh, I have this chocolate cake in here. I'll just have a little bite, and then you have 1 or 2 slices. And so, so this is the two sides of the coin: is you don't have the healthy stuff in, and you have the bad stuff out. The gluten-free is healthier. Some people love it. Listen, we only can help those that want to be helped. Sandra Bone, thank you so much for bringing up that point. And this is one of the things that I talk about with Periscope. And that is that we're willing to support you in your goals if you're 10% to 95 or 100% of hitting your goals. But if you're less than 10%, or you're going to wallow and you're not going to start making some changes for yourself, we can't support you. There's nothing to support. So start taking the steps. And so all we can do, Sandy, is continue to lead by example. I talk about vegetables all the time, apparently so much so that at the last family event, someone else mentioned that I was talking about vegetables, and people said, don't encourage him. So we're going to ignore that. Family ain't going to bring us down. We love vegetables, and we're going to keep supporting and talking about them. So much for my quick scope. We're at 33 minutes. Let's get through it here. Okay, so that was number 5. You set yourself up for failure for junk food. Number 6 is you use cheat days. Food is not a reward. It is a personal choice. Food is not a reward. Food is nutrition. Cheat days implies that you're rewarding yourself for hard work with food. Don't do that. Go buy yourself something nice. Now that you're slimmer, go buy some new clothes. That would be a better reward. Or how about volunteer your time? You're feeling you have so much more energy. Go out and help change the world like me by empowering other people, by engaging them. All this positivity you see here, we take it to our community and engage people when they're willing to listen and when they're willing to talk to us. So the 6 reasons, I want a number for you guys here, 1 through 6. Give me one of the reasons. I'm going to run through them fast. What is your most difficult challenge? Is it that you're excluding food items that you haven't even started? Number 2. Number 3 is you think you're eating healthy. Number 4, you don't have any healthy choices. Number 5, you only have junk food. Or number 6, you have cheat day issue. Was that too much information? What do you think? Let's ask Chris Jordan. Chris Jordan, who is also frozen, Sandra Bone. Don't feel so bad. I was frozen too on my thing, and still frozen apparently. Let me give myself a 1, because I used to exclude food items, and that's why I wasn't successful. So we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Find a support system. So part 4 of my 4-part series is 3 major wedges, which is mindset, exercise, diet. I know it happens to the best of us. Mindset, exercise, making healthy choices. And the last little part, maybe it's the little stem on the top of the tomato, or how about this on the onion? 3 parts of the onion. The little top of the onion is find a support system. If you don't have an accountability coach, if you don't have a buddy that you're doing some stuff with, get involved with a group like I Am a Brain and get in the exercise community. Or my group, which is #Working Towards 100, a private Facebook group helping you to meet your health and fitness needs. We have 50 people there, guys, and they're posting their weight gain, their weight successes, their recipes, post exercise pictures, their inspiring quotes. People are doing videos. We had ask questions to a nutritional counselor, and we're hoping to have like live Zumba soon. So check us out. We really appreciate that. So from what happened with me is doing these 3 things, having the support system is a great way to do it. And finding the time to exercise is horrible. I know, Sadie. I don't know how anybody does anything at all. I'm a single person. I don't have time to do it. So what happens is, first thing I do is I get up, put the sneakers on, use the ladies' room, hit the hallway. Before I even have a glass of water, so I get the stairs done. And then when I come out, I get in the shower, make a healthy choice, have 2 positive things happen, and then at least you have a good base for the day. And if you could find time, all it takes is 20 minutes at night to do some more walking, or to find a little time to swim, or just a little bit. You know what I do? Find extra exercise. If I'm going to go to the mall, I'll park further away from the mall or from the grocery store. So I have to do some extra walking. It isn't much, but that accumulation and that mindset of looking for ways to exercise might be a way for you to get some more in. But the time factor is it's impossible. It really is. I understand that. As I fall behind with all these other things that I'm doing. But you, Sandra Bone, Chris Jordan, Diana, Alexis that was in here before, Jim Beach, are the most important person. Though you love your family and everything else, but you have to focus on you. And it starts with your mindset, which you already are. Take the successes that you have in other aspects of your life, like Diana has, like I have, and apply them to this project, which is yourself, which is your own healthy eating choices, your friends and family, and we love you, but there's not going to be you to love if you don't start making this concern. One of the biggest hurdles that we have on broadcasting on I Am Brand here is that it's generally a very young group, and the young group really doesn't have the issue of thinking about, their health concerns at this point. So I suggest to them, take small steps now. But for you at my age, 45, you have to take drastic changes. You can't be 50, 100 pounds overweight. You are killing your joints, you're killing your heart, you're killing your system. And if it goes unchecked, then you'll turn into someone like me with diabetes. And then you have to do the extremes. Like I said, last week I did 1,000 steps a day in the stairwell, and I was walking at night. I mean, I did mad, crazy exercise just to get off another couple little extra pounds. And so that's what you have to do. Make the time for it. These other things in your life are wonderfully important also. And if you're someone that has kids, find ways to exercise with the kids. Go on walks, go on nature walks, go swimming, take them to the beach. They can actually help you stay motivated, but what it's about is about the consistency. It's nice, hey Tiffany, it's nice that everybody wants to get out there and exercise 5 miles when it's nice and sunny. I would rather that you do a mile a day for the next 5 days. Because it's not about the big rush, it's about, you're over 9 pounds, come on Sandra Bone, I'm talking about the fat people in the room. No, I'm just kidding. Working Towards 100, our private Facebook group, is supporting you becoming 100% of your best self. I met someone in Costa Rica that joined the group that wants to put on 10 pounds. He has a problem not putting on weight, the opposite of most of us. But it's not about just losing weight, it's about your fitness goals, it's about your mindset, it's about becoming the best you. So, thank you for your support. Some of the other things I really enjoyed on this program while I was here, thank you, Working Towards 100, I appreciate it. It's now actually a bit.ly Work 2100. bit.ly Work 2100. It's in my own heading, not on this one. So, thanks for your support. Some of the other things I really liked, we did a 30-minute meal challenge. This is week 10, so we're doing a review. And the 30-minute meal challenge was shop, drop, and eat. So what I did is I made you a couple different recipes. We made a cucumber tzatziki, and then the next week we made chicken gyros with the cucumber tzatziki. We also showed you how to make a Israeli salad. And one of my favorite things that we did on this thing this year, guys, is we actually went to a CVS Plaza and looked at what our choices were. Whether it was a Chinese food place, a pizza place, or a bakery, and where could we find in that situation the best alternative. I think this is something I want to do on my own handle. And that is that we found that the bakery had vegetable wraps. And actually that was the best one. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. Yeah, definitely reach out to me through the group. I'd like to get some more information on that. I got a lot of good stuff on living with diabetes and making the choices. And with the medication now, I'm 1,000 milligrams of metformin a day. My numbers are better than most people. All my numbers all around are better than most people. I'm the healthiest 284.5 person you know, and getting smaller by the day. So the last thing that we touched upon, and I tried to include this, and I mentioned it here, and that is the importance of live broadcasting. Live broadcasting gives you a little bit of accountability, it gives you confidence, but more importantly, gives you an opportunity to share your story with other people and make connections with other people, and that's what's so important. Because it's this engagement, us talking, us shared moments. I mean, the unique thing about Periscope is, listen, I'm having fun talking about vegetables. Some of you people had very touching moments. Jim's story in the car at the graveyard of his life story before the book came out, I mean, we were in tears. It was a shared moment. We were both there. And that's what's so great about this medium. And so it helps you build your confidence and your networking skills. And the number one thing that I've gained from this, believe it or not, guys, is a listening skill. Because I read your words, and if I've seen you scope before, I hear the words in your voice. And I pay attention more. And that skill has helped me in my insurance business tremendously. Listen. For years I said, listen, 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 talk. Just like give, take. Stick to those things and you can be successful. So, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Any improvement is important, is powerful. Yeah, you can go back and check the replay. What we were doing is we were reviewing, it's episode number 11, so for the past 9 weeks, because I did a double show one day, the past 9 weeks, thank you so much, Jim. Have a great day. I'm actually hanging up the phone in 1 second. We focused on mindset, getting in your exercise, eating in balance, finding a support system, and wrapping it up by getting involved with a group like I Am a Brand, broadcasting, hashtag working towards 100. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Sandy, I really appreciate your comments in the 5-minute scope last night when you were like, no vegetable of the show? There was no vegetable of the show because the whole show is about vegetables. Next time, you'll get that back on my own handle. So thank you so much, guys. A little shot of some vegetables before you go. Vegetable strong. We really appreciate that. Can we go back to the Bob we love to end the show? Let's go back. Appreciate your patience. Go back. Here you go. 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much. I'm not even looking at the screen. I do appreciate it. All right, let's get out with the Bob that we love. All right, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Technically declined today. It's like technically declined. So there you go, vegetable people, vegetable strong. I really enjoyed the past 10 episodes. Keep checking out this channel. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. We love having fun here, guys. All right, thanks again. See you so much. Vegetable strong, imabrand.co.